No, man, but you got to keep going. What am I going to do, quit? That's not an option. You got to keep on keeping on. Life's a garden, dig it. You make it work for you. You never give up, man. That's my philosophy.
Hey, gardeners. Hope you're all having a great week out in your garden or huddled inside in the cold. But it is that time of year. Here we are. Just came in the mail. Got my new Baker Creek Heirloom Seed free catalog. Nice. Excellent. Gotta love the new seed catalogs when they're coming in the mail this time of year, so we can plan out that garden for next year. Oh my, excellent. Right on, everyone. We've got a great show for you here today. You all are the guest. It is a community show today. So right on, everyone. Let's get growing. All right, everyone. Here we are back at it again. It's Saturday. It's time for the Let's Get Growing show here on the Urban Gardener channel. I'm Enoch. I'm your host today, and we've got an awesome show for you. As I mentioned there at the beginning, you all are our guests today. Yes, that's right. It is a community show today where you, the audience, are the guest. I'm going to share with you our show link here in just a few minutes, and you can use that show link to come and join up with us on the show today, kind of like a video version of a call-in radio show. You can come right on the show with us, come hang out here for a little bit, talk a little bit about what you got growing on, what you got going on in your garden, or if you're growing indoors, that sort of thing. I did mention seed catalogs. I've got just a couple that have shown up so far. Maybe we could talk about some of your favorite seed catalogs and things like that as well too. Coming up here as we get moving along in our community show today. But again, everybody, thank you so much for being here. It's great to see you all. So you know the deal. Let's get doing this right at the top of the show. Let's hit that thumbs up, click the like button, as well as subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of all of our upcoming videos and live streams, as well as share with your friends. Let them know about the Let's Get Growing show, and let them know here. We are here every Saturday and Sunday, except for coming up here real soon. I'll tell you all about it, though. Every Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern. That'll be 7 p.m. for those of you over in the UK. And let's just say really, really early for all you folks maybe getting up bright and early for us in Australia if you're joining with us here, like a couple of our friends do. So again, thank you so much for, no matter what time zone you are, for being here, and especially a big, huge shout out to all of you who are watching us on the replay. Thank you as well for joining with us here on your time. Team Replay in the house. Jump into the comment section down below. Let us know you were here. Let me know what you got growing on. And tell me what you got planning for next year as we're looking towards 2026 here in just a couple of weeks. Drop in, say hi. Love to hear from you, and good to see you. If you are here with us live and you do have any questions, especially for our community guests today, yes, if you got questions for your friends and community, and as you normally chatting in the chat section most of the time, now you can chat with them directly here if they get brave enough and click that link and come and join with us here. But if you do have any questions for them, drop those into our comments. I seem to be hitting my microphone. I gotta watch out for that. But jump into our comment section. Let us know you're here. Let us know what you got going. And if you have any questions, try to put those in big, bold capital letters, and I'll be able to see those from the regular conversation and make sure that we can get them featured on the show with us here too. Follow all of the links down below to all of our other social media and all of those other things. Thank you so much again, everybody, for being here today. It's really awesome to be here. It's awesome to be here for a community show. So again, I'm going to share this show link with all of you here in just a couple of minutes, and then we can start getting some of you on the show with us here. We do have one community guest that we're going to get on here in just a few minutes as well, too, to get us all started off. and check out some really cool things here to get this community show started. So it should get us started right off just the right way. But again, lots and lots going on around here. I do want to mention with you guys too as well at the top of the show a little bit about what we got coming up, what we got going on here. First of all, though, too, one more time, I'll say big, huge shout out to our friend Jay, our facilitator in the chat, for jumping in and helping me out for a couple of weeks on the show. Jay hosted a couple of really great shows, a couple of Let's Get Growing shows with Jay Dixon. She did a really cool 2025 garden wrap up, talking about things in her garden, as well as talking about some vegetable garden myths with you as well in the first weekend on the show hosting for Jay. She did an amazing job. Again, too, huge shout out for that. She did bring on some guests the next week. She had a last call soil care before winter arrives, featuring our good friend and other moderator in the chat, Adam Burley. Really awesome to see both Adam and Jay on our show talking all about soil care before winter. So again, great stuff, really great information. If you didn't get a chance to check that show out, go back and check it out, as well as I think this was the Sunday show. She had our good friend Robin Gardens on with her as well to talk about small space garden hacks. So those were a couple of really great weekends here on the Let's Get Growing show, giving me a little bit of a break and giving a or a new host or substitute host, as you will, a chance to give it a shot in the hot seat. And Jay did a really fantastic job. So again, thank you for Jay to do that. Thank you all for hanging out with her and making those some really great shows for us here on the Let's Get Growing show. If you didn't check us out last week on last Sunday's show, we did do it was a little bit of a long show, but you know what? We had a lot of books to talk about. We had a lot of books and great, amazing authors with us this last year on our Let's Get Growing monthly gardening book club with our good friend Mark Boucher Colbert, Mr. MBC. So we had a great 2025 book review, taking a look back at all of the just amazing books that we got to talk about and with the authors of those books on our Let's Get Growing show Sunday edition book club. So you want to go back and check that out. Really fun, really great discussion. And so we got a lot of those sort of things happening in the last couple of weeks. We do only got about after today's show, we only got 3 shows left before it's the end of the year. We're going to take a 3-week break, and we'll be back out at January 17th in 2026 to get our whole new 2026 year going, to start looking ahead at this new gardening year and all of that too. So we're going to have a nice little short holiday break. What I'll do is I'll set up shows where you'll be able to come in and do the chat and hang out if you want to come in during the regular show times during that holiday break time to see who's there. Maybe some of you can show up and hang out and chat with each other if you want to. Maybe I might pop in. Maybe someone else might pop in, something like that. I'm not too sure yet exactly, but we will at least have those shows set up for chat, so you can at least come in during our regular show times if you wish during our holiday break. But tomorrow, Sunday edition, you want to be here. It'll be our last show with our good friend Gardener Scott Wilson, joining with us here for the Ask Gardener Scott. Last Ask Gardener Scott, answering all of your gardening questions. If you got some overwintering questions, some microgreens questions, some things of that nature that you want to ask Gardener Scott, this will be your last opportunity in 2025 to get him to answer your garden questions here on the Let's Get Growing show. Sunday edition tomorrow. So definitely come and join the conversation for that there. And then, like I said, next weekend, last 2 shows of the year, we're going to take a look back next Saturday on our year. We're going to take a look back at the 2025 year, some of our great guests, all of that. And we'll have some of our awesome contributors joining up with us as guests next week. So we'll see the likes of our good friend David from Bowtie David in the garden. We have Paul from Guten Gardening in the garden as well. We've got our sponsor, Charles Malky. Charles from Ivy Organic. He'll be joining with us as well next Saturday on the show. So it'll be great to hang out with him, talk about how their year went and what they're looking forward to in 2025. And our special guest for next week, though, too. We have a real special guest coming and join with us. I mentioned last week as well, too. Sarah from Sarah's Seed Shop. She's closed down Sarah's Seed Shop. She's got married now. She's Sarah Siebel now, but she's going to come and join with us for our last show, for our penultimate show of the year, and we'll catch up with her and see how things have been going since she left the show, got married, and all of that sort of stuff. But that's going to be a real special treat for us here on the show to be able to hang out with Sarah for that Saturday show next Saturday and Sunday. We are looking ahead at 2026. We got some new stuff. We got some new things cooking right now for 2026. So we're really excited to tell you about some of those things. And so a lot of our Sunday show will be a little bit of a mystery. We've got some special guests as well, too. They're going to come and join with us and talk with us all about some of these new things that we've got coming up for 2026. So you're definitely not going to want to miss out on our last show of the year and see what we've got coming up in 2026 after our short holiday break coming up here. So, all right, lots and lots still yet to come for the Let's Get Growing show here as we're winding down 2025. So again, thank you everybody for being here. It's really, really awesome to have you here today with us. Let's see here. I want to get this going here real quick. And I'm going to jump in here. I want to say hi to everybody real quick. We'll work through some of our hellos here. But what I want to do also for everybody real quick here is I'm going to go ahead and share our show link. So again, if you've been here before throughout the year now, one of the best things that we've done here in 2025 is this community show. This community show is just really awesome. And so this is where you all, the audience, get to be the guest. Like I said just a little bit ago, it's kind of like a video version of a call-in radio show. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in our show link into the chat right now for you all. And if you want to, you click onto that. It'll hook up your computer, your microphone, and your video. Get yourself set up in a spot that you like to be on video, and then you'll show up into our backstage. And you feel like you're all alone back there. You're going to be wondering if you're going to be coming back on, but I'm going to let you know we'll see you, and I will work you into. We'll kind of do things in order as I see folks coming in as best as I can, and we'll try to have some great conversations today with all of you. So again, this is where you got to be brave. This is where you got to do it. You got to click that link. I think I just dropped it into the comments there. So you got to click that link, and you got to come and join with us in our backstage there. And then also too, again, keep an eye out in the private chat as well too. We'll try to say hello to you there as well, so you'll know that you'll be coming up and all of that. But again, thank you so much for jumping in. I see we already got some folks jumping in, so we're gonna have to really get into our community show already here today. I want to see some faces I haven't seen before today too. So some of you folks who've been around and seen our community shows and been waiting to take your chance at doing that. This is our last one of 2025. So I want to see some great new faces today. Let's have some really wonderful conversations. So again, all right, let's get this community show started. All right, first let's start saying hello to some folks here real quick in the chat, and then we'll jump in with our first guest, our first community guest of the day. He's been waiting on since before we got started today, so we want to get him going here real quickly here. He's got some really cool stuff to show us here to get this whole community show started. So right on, let's see here. Let's say hi to Muddy Puddles Farm, saying hello in the chat there. We've got Bowtie David, triple greetings, Global Gardeners from a very special location. Right on, David. Great to see you there. Our friend Rob from Rob's Allotment Gardening. Good day to see you. Awesome to have you here joining us, Rob. Maybe you might be brave enough. Let's see here. Dusty Flats in the conversation, running in place to keep warm. Yeah, yeah. In some places, I know it's really starting to get cold now. Winter is really starting to settle in for sure. Got our good friend Adam Burley joining us. Hello, Adam. Good to see you there. He's just joining us from just right down the road from me here in Central Point, Oregon, here in Southern Oregon. Really great to see you, Adam. We've got our good friend Rick. You know, when I was mentioning those folks who get up nice and bright and early in the morning in Australia, Rick's our good friend joining us from Australia. Great to see you up with us this morning. Really awesome to have you here. I see Janet in the conversation. Awesome, awesome. Excellent. She says, anyone else about to buy even more seeds? Yeah, like you saw at the beginning there, I got my seed catalogs. I got some of those already showing up in the mail. I'm ready to look at some new varieties and some things to add to the garden this year. So yeah, definitely looking at seeds right now. Right on, right on, right on. Oh, Bowtie Life. Did he make a note? I didn't hear him. I didn't know. But Bowtie says, did I hear a cat? And maybe he did make some noise. I don't even know if I mentioned this over the show or on the show or not over the last week or two, but I had a couple of weeks where Jay was here. I'll just mention this now because Bowtie said that, did I hear a cat? Because he could have, and he could be in the background. He has been making noise. But my cat went missing for, gosh, I think well over 5 weeks. And I was really worried. I mean, I thought I had lost him for sure. And lo and behold, just a couple of days ago, I come around the corner and I heard him. I heard him out the back door, and you know, he's a little weary from his time away for sure. And we're getting him back all right and everything. He's certainly happy to be back. I am absolutely elated to have him back. It's been actually kind of an emotional couple of days. I'm one of those cat dads for sure. You know, he's my little boy. I thought I lost him, and he came back. So again, too. So yeah, you probably could have heard him, and he might start meowing at any time because he is kind of around my feet right now. So yep. He's back. So really great to have him. Oh, I see. Here we are. Good day from Huron County. Our good friend Jay. Again, like I said, Jay joining in and hosting our show for us. How awesome. Awesome. Right on. Rick says, how is the new camera? Well, it's doing pretty good. I think it looks really well. And it did solve a huge problem that we were having. I mean, so what ended up being, and I'll say real quick too, all of our problems we had earlier this summer with all the electronics went in as far as the camera as well too. I didn't think it went that far, but it went as far as the camera. We had to replace that, and when we did that, we seem to be back and running really great. Everything seems to be running smooth and good. I haven't seen any problems since we did that, so really great, really awesome. And let's see here. Big Will Dog, awesome, great to see you here. Hello to all my garden friends. Great to see you, Will. Awesome to have you here. Let's see here. I'm going to work through here. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody real quick. Here we go. I'm just going to say Math. It's good to see you, Math. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Great to be here. Great to have you here with us today. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Rick says that's great news. I know, it's so awesome. I mean, again, I love my cats, and George is my buddy, and I'm just really so glad that he made it back home for sure. Let's see here. Homesteading in the HOA. Wonderful. So glad he came back. I had one who left for 3 days. So much worrying when they are gone. Yeah, he's gone off for like a few days before, and I've worried over a few days. This was weeks. I don't know what happened, how he got himself trapped somewhere, maybe something like that. I am not sure. But yeah, I really was at the point where I thought I had lost him. I thought he was gone. So glad. So glad. It's been a really, really great, as far as that goes, great couple of days for sure. Right on, everybody. Okay, I know we got this person waiting to go. He's waiting to go. It's time to get this community show going. I got another guest already waiting. I'm going to do this one more time real quick here, and then we're going to get him on. There's the link again, one more time for all of you here. I want new guests. I want guests to come in, pop in, hop into the back there, and just wait here a few minutes through some our guests that we've got in the queue, I guess you would say right now, as they, like I said, this is a video version of a radio show. So we'll have you in the queue and we'll pop you in as we can. But let's do this here real quick. I got to make sure I've got my screen set up right. And then I want to make sure, let's get down here. All right, and then I got that. So let's go ahead and get with our very first guest. You already saw him in the comments saying that he's joining us from a very, very special location. Let's see what we've got here. Our guest joining us from, where is this?
Where is that? I bet there's not many
now?
people that know exactly where I'm at. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. I can hear you. This is awesome.
All right.
Okay. I've got a guest.
Yeah, so
I know where you're at. Anybody else? I know there's some folks in the conversation already know where you're at for sure. But if you don't know where he's at, can y'all guess where this is? Oh my, look at that.
I am showing you the scene, especially
skyline.
you people that are in the cold, because it is 74 degrees today. There's your first hint.
Oh my.
And it is dry air. It is beautiful here. Oh my goodness. If you can see actually the mountains in the distance over there, those mountains are where we, am I on the moon? You're funny, Adam. Those mountains in the distance, we actually are staying at a place beyond those mountains. It's about 20 miles away. It's the Disney Aulani Resort in Hawaii, in Ko'olina, Hawaii, on Oahu. And we have been having an incredible time here. I have been packaging up all this beautiful weather and sending it to all my favorite bow tie bunchers.
Nice.
You're going to get a big chest that you get to open, and it's going to warm up your house for a day at least. That's especially for you, Big Wheel Dog. I know you need it. No, I'm kidding. You know, that's a little expensive, but it is beautiful here. We have had, and get this, it's supposed to be rainy. It's supposed to be kind of miserable out here, but we have had some of the most beautiful weather all week out here. Now, this is not the special location that we're broadcasting from, actually. It is just the warm-up, so to speak.
That was just the warm-up. Excellent. I love the gear. Awesome. You are really set up. Right on.
Yeah, I've got my little mobile setup going, and we're going to be kind of walking around. So sometimes I'm going to be turning into the light. I'm going to try not to do that too much, but and I don't want to show you my face too much because that's the boring part. I do want to walk over here and show you Vitae something plant. I thought it was interesting. It's a small tree here, and I know this is gardening, so I want to look at a few of the plants up here as we go. But we are overlooking right now the Punch Bowl crater in Honolulu, where the National Memorial Cemetery is for the Pacific.
Nice.
And this little tree here, let me back up first, show you the overall thing. This is just a little tree. It's about 6-7 foot tall. And I just thought it was interesting. These little fruits on here. I don't know if it's edible or what. It's Vitae something. And I'll try to pull up my notes here in just a moment to tell you what it is. But you know, we're in Hawaii. The plants here are amazing, of course. I'm having trouble with my camera. There we go. Okay. We are having just an amazing time with the gardens and everything. And I'm going to walk over here. But yes, we are in the Memorial Cemetery, on the very edge of the Punch Bowl in the Memorial Cemetery. And we are going to try to broadcast from here. Let me just show one more thing, Enoch, and then we'll
no problem. Let's
have more conversation. There's all kinds of great memorials along here. 100th Infantry Battalion, 1942 to 1945. And you can see that it's just memorial after memorial after memorial all the way down this walk down into the hill. Now, the challenge is, well, yeah, let me just stop there for the moment. Oh, wait. Let me show one more thing.
Well, there's all memorials.
You can see down through the trees here, this is the fields where people are buried, and their markers are. And there are over 58,000 servicemen and women buried
Oh,
here
wow.
from
Yeah.
wars in around the Pacific, and these are for people that are native here to the Pacific, and for the most part. But all the way over to that far side, you can see this kind of bowl. Oh, you know what? I'm supposed to be over. I forgot where I was supposed to be. I missed my cue. Missed my cue. Mrs. Bowtie hadn't up here to direct me. I was going to show over here. But today there's a special event happening today. I'm hoping that we can see it. We are having some signal issue, and so we'll have to see how far we can get in. And if I fall out, Enoch, keep me there because I'll try to get back in.
All right.
Down at a location down there. But you can see here, this is the punch bowl that we're looking at right in this area. All the green lawn, all the beautiful trees. These trees are amazing. You can see, I don't know, can you see the wreaths down there already set up? There's already a bunch of wreaths set up over by the road.
I don't know if we
in the
can
distance there.
see any wreaths. Let's see. I'm gonna put you on full screen and see.
Yeah, almost right in there. There's rows and rows of wreaths already set up. And the volunteers, they have just started. They're supposed to be putting up 2,225 wreaths today.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, like, wow. That's
quite an
shocking.
endeavor.
It really is. But it's just a beautiful, peaceful place up here. Beautiful memorial cemetery for those servicemen and women. There are over 61,000 people buried here because of spouses, dependents, and so forth of those servicemen. But my goal here is to head to a interesting marker that I've already spotted out. I know right where it's at, and I'd love to tell a little story at the end of this. I'm already getting way too long here, aren't I?
That's all right. That's all right.
You tell me now.
I want to check it out real quick. We got.
I'm gonna run over to these. There's a row of just beautiful flowers over here, and I just really enjoy seeing this kind of thing here. And there is, like I said, if y'all know the big memorial in this cemetery, it appears on TV shows. You'll recognize it. So it's the big white steps that lead up to a chapel. But I want to end there or near there if we can. But if I fall out, it's possible that my signal will fall out down here. And if it does, just kind of hang on. We'll see if I can get a better signal somewhere and continue on, if that's okay with you, Enoch.
Yeah. Let's see what you.
Okay. So anyway, these are just beautiful, beautiful flowers. All kinds of these bushes and hedges. You can see the purple and the red. And there's white down there, and there's a pink
nice
down at the end. I don't know what these are. Yeah, the colors are just amazing. Of course, it's Hawaii.
Yeah. Let's see. Hold still real quick, and maybe it'll come in clearer. If you hold still.
See, we're getting into that bad signal. Come on, there we go. I am not moving.
Let's see.
That's a little funky. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, getting a little funky. Yeah.
Okay, well, let me back up. It's funny because I've had good. Look at that.
Oh, there it goes. And now it's kind of
backed up. Oh, yeah. See, it's been kind of sticky.
Can you hear me now?
Mrs. Bowtie. Yeah, I can hear you now. That's a good one. Anyway, so these flowers. You just see if I can get a good close up of these flowers. They are very interesting. They're almost like leaves. The yellow part is the actual flower. The leaves are the purple. Oh, that is interesting. I didn't notice that before. Anyway, well, I'm going to start walking down. You guys go on with your show. If you drop my signal, unless you have, were there any questions in there that I missed? I tried to keep an eye. I see Eddie in there and Darth X and a whole bunch of. Hold on. Before I go, Math is in there, and I gotta say, his name is pronounced Methydicus albrighticus.
Oh, there you go.
Methydicus albrighticus.
There we are, right?
And I love the name. Every time he pops in, I love the name.
Right on. So, are you going to work your way down to the wreath thing or something? You want to? I'm going to.
So
you want me to drop out real quick, and then we'll come back to you a little bit later?
Yeah, just keep me in the green room, and see if I can.
I'll
if
come
I
back
fall
to
out,
you.
if I come back. And
let's do this.
I'll
Let me
try to
get
cover
that
down
back.
there. It's only about a 2-minute walk down there, but I might take me a minute to
Okay.
find a good place to broadcast. We are in a cemetery, so I want to be respectful,
All
and
right.
I'm not talking very loud. So hopefully we can find a good
Yeah.
place. And I'll give you a
All right.
thumbs
You
up.
go. You go find a good place. Give me a thumbs up. We'll check back with you here in just a little bit.
Alrighty, sir.
All
Y'all
right.
have fun. I'm listening in.
Okay, excellent. Right on. We'll check back in with David here in just a minute, joining us from Hawaii at the National Cemetery there. My dad actually served in the Navy there, right there in Honolulu as well too. So back in way back in the day, back in the Vietnam era, actually. So yeah. Right on. Excellent, everybody. So here we go again. I just want to make sure everybody knows we are having a community show today. So I know we got another guest we're going to bring on here in just one moment. Really excited to see again new faces today. So this is really great. But new faces, old faces, doesn't matter. I want to see you guys. I'm going to go ahead and put our link again one more time. I'm tempted. I mean, come on now, you guys. I want to see folks jumping into that backstage there and come and join with us here. Talk about what you got going on in the garden. I see we got Fresh Princess joining with us here as well. Good to see you. Great to have you here. Right on. Okay, so let me check one thing real quick just to be sure. And I think we're all ready for our next guest here on our community show. Again, like I said, new faces. Love to see this. This is awesome. So let's welcome in our next guest. Hello, Joe.
Hi.
From Muddy Puddles Farm. Is that right?
Hi. That's correct.
Excellent.
Hi.
Excellent. Great to have you here. Great to see you. How are you doing?
Thank you for inviting me. I don't know I can do Hawaii.
Right. Oh, I know. I
Dave
know.
might have outdone us all tonight.
Where are you joining us from, though?
So I'm in Cornwall. I'm in a little town called Camelford, but my farm is just up the road in a little tiny village called Jacobstown. And this year I took on 9 acres, so not
wow.
a tiny growing
9
space.
acres. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Is it so again, what's your familiarity with doing that size of land? I mean, did you kind of have an idea of what you were getting into or know what you were doing, or were you just kind of throwing it out there and going, I'm just gonna do this?
No. I grew up in a small holding, which I
Okay.
guess is similar to a homestead, you would call it in the US.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
had goats and pigs and chickens and ducks,
Oh, right on.
grew our own crop. To the point where actually we didn't grocery shop at all. If we didn't eat it or raise it, we just didn't have it. So we were completely food sufficient when I was a child.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's taken
That's
me
great.
all this time to save up the money to buy the land. It's very expensive here.
Oh,
And
my.
at the moment, I have some pigs. I have chickens. I had lambs, but they're in the freezer now. And I'm starting a project next year. I'm quite excited about. I'm going to see how long I can survive just on the produce from my farm.
Oh, there you go.
I know.
A survival challenge. That's great.
A little bit, yes. So I think I'm going to be okay with protein. I have plenty of meat and eggs available. I think I'm going to struggle with things like salt because our seawater is really polluted here, so I wouldn't be able to get it from there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to really struggle with dairy because I don't have any dairy animals.
Oh, yeah,
But
huh.
there is the challenge.
That there lies the challenge, right? Exactly. Well, that'll be fun. I mean, at least you got the good space, you got a good start and everything as far as what you need in order to accomplish something like that. So that ought to be really fun.
I hope so.
You hope so? Yeah, I
Either
know.
really
It's gonna be
fun,
a
or I'll be
challenge, right?
really fun, or I'll be really hungry.
That's right. Well, I hope you make it through the year and you're able to accomplish that because again, being able to, grow our own food, produce things for ourselves is so like empowering and awesome. But to be able to, do it on a scale like that, I mean, that just kind of, that takes away, like my small spaces and what I'm able to grow and produce for myself and all of that. I wouldn't necessarily be able to accomplish a challenge like that, but for folks who do have that opportunity, I mean, that's really amazing.
I do think there may be some rules I need to put in terms of, because I don't have any dairy, that I can trade. So as long as I grow something and I can trade it with another farmer who has actually grown or produced something themselves, I
Yeah.
can swap.
Yeah.
That's my plan.
Swapping works within the rules then, right? Trading.
I hope so.
There you go. Exactly. There you go. I mean, you're the one who
It's
sets the
good.
rules, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
For
I
sure.
think the intention is to have everything from the land locally. So if I
There you
can
go.
trade a dozen eggs for somebody else's goat's milk or
Yeah.
a jar of honey that they produce,
Yeah.
then I think it will work really well.
There you go. There you go. Really, again, utilizing your community and that really, again, that's where you can find more resources and more, more ability to, like you said, get all those extra things that you might not be able to do yourself, but again, also connecting you a little bit better with your community around you too. So that's going to be awesome. Right on. Anything anything part of that you're that challenge or anything that you're, maybe new to growing or things that you're going to try out this year that maybe you haven't done before that are going to be a big part of accomplishing this plan?
Um, this is the first time I've attempted an entirely perennial garden. So I started in May and
Okay.
I'm up to just over 50 species within that perennial garden, which is really exciting for me. That's
Oh
the
yeah.
tall fruit trees and then the smaller fruit shrubs, things like the black currants and the blueberries, raspberries, and then my ground cover strawberries and things. And I've got lots of perennial kale and
Wow.
things like that in there. Walking onions, Welsh onions, lots of chives, so many herbs because I'm a big tea drinker, so I will have to produce all my own teas.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so there's a lot packed into that garden. That's very new to me. I've always grown perennial things, but never had a whole garden space dedicated to perennial gardening, perennial food growing.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you already got a lot of just really amazing things. And again, too, new space, big space like that. You're doing one of the best things right up front, thinking about perennials, thinking about those trees and shrubs and, these fruiting things that, that we can, and again, very diverse, lots of different things as well, too, that you got involved in that. That's just really awesome. That's really great. So it sounds like, at least from even a perennial point, you've got a lot going for you already.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Some of the fruiting trees are going to have very small harvests. They haven't been in long enough to give me at the bulk of
Right.
my food. Fortunately, I was very lucky. I bought land that had been hedgerows put in about 150 years ago, and the hedgerows are full of things like blackberries, hawthorn, which have the haws, wild roses for the rose hips, blackthorn with the little slow fruit, and about 80 hazelnut trees, I think I've counted. So loads of nuts. So for me, the hedgerows are going to be a bit of a make or break, I think.
Right, right. Yeah, opportunity then to again get out there and forage for some stuff that's already just kind of naturally available. Right on.
Yep.
Man, that sounds like really great. So again, you got your perennials, annuals. You do some annuals, right?
Yes. So
You got a nice.
I've got my perennial system set up just below my annual system because right next to that on the other side is where my water source is coming from. So my water is also from a well on the land. So everything's contained. It's a closed loop system.
Wow.
Will be. once I've got all my compost inputs from outside, and I can start making my own compost.
Getting some of them final pieces
then,
together then, huh?
Yeah. So the annuals will need watering far more than anything perennial. And so hopefully it'll work that way. My fingers. So my annual garden is going to be my staple. So I'm not growing anything terribly exciting this year. It's a lot of potatoes, a lot of sweet potatoes, a lot of beans, a lot of high protein, high calorie food.
Yeah, those will be important for sure. Jay asks, have you done similar challenges for shorter periods of time?
I have. Before this, you wouldn't believe how tiny my gardens have been. I've either been in the military accommodation because my husband was in the military, and you have to leave the garden as you find it, which is primarily lawn, so it's temporary, put up shrubs and beds to grow vegetables, and then it gets cleared away when you move. And then when we finally bought our first house, it was in an estate, and the garden size was smaller than the house, half the size of the house. It was a tiny space. But I always try and say I won't buy vegetables from May until the end of August. So that gives me a window of a certain amount of weeks or months where I produce all my own vegetables.
Excellent.
But up until now, that's kind of been as far as my challenge can go.
As far as it's gone so far then, huh?
Yeah.
Right on. Excellent. Well, that sounds great. Sounds like a lot of really wonderful things. And again, Muddy Puddles Farm, do you do any YouTube channels or anything like videos and stuff? So you're going to take us along to kind of follow along with this challenge?
Absolutely. So Muddy Puddles Farm, that is the name of the YouTube channel. And yes, I post every week. Sometimes it's about the garden, sometimes it's about the animals. I'm starting a flower farm to help finance projects. So that was this week's video, and it's great because I made instant beds. So literally, it took me 2 hours, and I made 3 1 meter square beds to put tulips in. And if you want to know how to do that, you have to look at the video.
That's right. Gonna have to check out the video for sure. Well, I think Jay just dropped us a link into the chat there to your channel so that we can all go over and check out and check out what you've got growing on there, especially as you get going along with this challenge. I think it's really interesting. We're definitely gonna have to follow along with this on your channel there too, and maybe have you back again sometime for a community show or something down the road here this next year, and kind of get a follow-up, find out how things are going, because that sounds like a really fun challenge for one, but also just it'd be interesting to kind of see how it works out and how those sort of different things go and what you learn from the different process of being able to do that. I'm really interested in kind of how things work on those, kind of on those other things we talked about, the trade and working with your community and the foraging and all that. So I'm kind of interested in how all of that kind of incorporates together, especially if you're able to really feel like you accomplished your goal for sure.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
Right on, right on. Rick says, hey, you got a new subscriber. Right on. Perfect. Excellent,
Thank
everybody.
You very much.
Definitely check out that link, everyone, there. Jay put into the chat, and go and check out Joe over at Muddy Puddles Farm. I know I will be for sure. For sure, definitely. And anything else that we should know about Muddy Puddles Farm, or anything that you're besides this really cool adventure you're going to take this next year that you got coming up in 2026?
That's one of 16 projects.
One of 16. You sound like me. That's how I am. I've got a million projects going on.
I know, I'm looking at me. Sure. It's not getting any shorter, it's getting longer. Keep adding things. I'm beginning the permaculture design course in January, which will be very interesting. That's all about community and closed loop systems and sustainability. So that will be a very interesting journey for me. I've watched a lot of content, I've read a lot of books, but actually going on the course will help me start to make connections and build that community. So that will be really interesting, I think. And links me up with other people that have like-minded way of stewarding land. I don't like to say owning land, or I think we're there in such a temporary way that actually what we're doing is caretaking it for the next generation.
Forward thinking, that's the way you got to be. We are just stewards, as you said. That's just a great way of looking at things, for sure.
Yeah. I am looking for ways to welcome the community in. 9 acres is a lot, and the very first thing I did when the land purchase was complete was put in 2 acres of native woodland. So it was 1,300 trees I planted one winter on my own, which was quite a hard work. It'd be great to start looking to the local community to welcome people in to help with maintenance of the trees and to enjoy the space. And I'm really
I think as you're building this up, though, too, and like you said, as you're going to be finding in your connection with your community too, which I think is the interesting part, is that as, like you said, you're building these trees are growing into more producers over the next couple of years, and these things are really starting to develop a lot. You're going to have a lot to offer your community. You know what I mean? And so the amount of things that you're going to get back or ability to bring in is going to be interesting to see. So I think that's going to be the really interesting part of the story, is what you're able to do on that level and everything too, in creating a certain sense of sustainability, as we would say, right? So it's just, again, it sounds like a really fun project, and I'm so glad that you came on here today to share it with all of us. Let us know about your channel there, Muddy Puddles Farm. And again, like I said, we got a link in the chat, everybody who's joining with us here live. I'll try to get links for these any new channels or anything like that too. We'll get those down in the description for everybody watching on the replay as well too. So so you can go and check out Joe over at Muddy Puddles Farm and see how this goes. This is gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to 2026 over here, what we got growing on. And now I'm just really, really looking forward to seeing what happens over there with what you're going to do with this project next year. So this is going to be great. Can't wait to hear about it.
Brilliant. Thank you ever so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for being brave enough to jump on and get on here and join the show. I'll mention that too. Real quick, I'll ask you, it's not that hard, is it? Right?
No, it's not. And I follow Dave, who's in Hawaii.
Right. Dave, he's always around here. Right? We're always fortunate to get some cool stuff from Dave, that's for sure. But to have some new faces and folks jumping in here, I know there's some other folks in the chat who haven't jumped on before. Even if you have jumped on before, like I said, I'm going to drop our link in one more time, and as Joe is testament to today, you can get on here nice and easily, have a great conversation and chat about what you got growing on. So look forward to hearing from more of you. Thank you again, Joe, too, for sharing your time with us today on our last community show of the year. So again, I look forward to seeing you on some maybe community shows and all of that going into this next new year too.
Thank you.
Excellent. Right on. Thanks again. There we go. Excellent. See, it's just that easy, everyone. All you got to do is just grab that link. I put another link into the comments. It's there for you. And let's see here. What did I see? I saw So and Terror was in the conversations. If you want, we can show the bunnies on their date on here. Oh my gosh, I don't know, but we could definitely, if you feel like you want to jump on. I know we've had Katrina from So and Terror on before too, so she's been on the show. But yeah, if anybody wants to jump on, come on and jump on. We got that link there for you all. We've got our good friend David here. He's giving me the signal, so we'll get back on with him real quick here. See Tony from Simplify Gardening in the conversation too. Good to see you, Tony. Thanks for being here with us as well too. You're welcome to jump on as well too if you want to say hi. But this is a community show for everybody in our community, especially those of you who are showing up with us here and hanging out in our conversation and our chat from week to week to week. And one of the things that we're so fortunate is having one of the OGs of YouTube gardening always in our conversation. I mean, I'm telling you, Tony's one of the original gardeners on YouTube. You can go back, you can find that out for sure. So great to see you. And 2026 is going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome right here. It's going to be awesome in our gardens. I have a feeling about 2026, Tony. I really, really do. So, all right, let's get back on here with our good friend. Keep this community show rolling along here. And as I said, everybody, I did put another link in there. I want to see some faces jumping into our backstage. I don't see anyone right now. So we're going to go and chat with David until we see some new faces in our chat there. So let's see here. One more second, David. Give me a second. Here we go. Come on. There we are. Boom. He's back. Can you hear me, David? Can I hear you? You're muted. Okay, there you go. I can hear you now.
So yeah, I'm at the top of the memorial. Now, anybody who saw Hawaii Five-0, the big memorial for the Pacific military, I'm on top of that monument right now. This is over my left shoulder is Lady Columbia. She represents the grieving mothers of the people lost in war. And go ahead and play that little video I gave you there, Enoch. It's a little 22-second video. There's no sound on it with it or anything.
Okay.
But go ahead and see if you can.
Let me find that real quick, and let's play that real quick here for everybody, and we'll be right back.
Absolutely.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, and that's where I was standing, right at the top of that monument. These walls on either side are actually written the names of 28,000 people that have been missing in the Pacific conflicts, in World War II, Vietnam and Korea conflicts. And that's what these walls are that are in here. And of course, there's gardens and flowers of all kinds down in here, but I'm not going to do that. You saw the wreaths at the beginning of that, and I wanted to show you the wreaths, and hopefully we have good signal, because I want to talk about one of the servicemen that kind of has an interesting story. In fact, I was on Natalie over at the Fresh Princess. I was on her channel. One of her viewers said, go visit Sailor Jerry's tomb. And I found it.
Oh, nice.
I actually found it. It's out of the 60 some odd thousand markers that are out here. I actually found his marker, and it's not very far off here to my left. Now, hopefully we can keep signal, but can you see the wreaths in front of me? The rows and rows and rows.
Let's do this again
wreaths.
here.
Yeah, there we go. That's them right in front of me, and they're all off to. Oh, that was another step.
Don't trip.
They're all off to my right. Yeah, right. And it looks like they got all 2,200 wreaths out. But these are Christmas wreath decorating. Yeah, I'm getting closer, but you can see off to the right, off in this field to the right, there's a lot more. And I'm not sure what the criteria was for marking the graves, but it looks amazing. It's a very festive way to celebrate and give people a place to, remember. I'm looking. I know I'm looking right.
Yeah, you get right up there and stand still.
That's what
2,000 a little bit.
200.
Okay, try standing still.
Is
real
the signal
quick
coming in good?
Well, it's a little blurry, but let's.
I want to get to the front of one of these.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
perfect. There we go. Yeah,
there we go.
So anyway, 2,000 of these Christmas wreaths out here. It's very exciting. So anyway, Sailor Jerry, it was one of Natalie's followers, and I'm going to try to walk over into that field right there. His name was Norman Keith Cowles, and he is the godfather of modern American, not modern, traditional American tattoo artistry. Oh,
okay.
He's the godfather. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me now? Okay.
Exactly.
So he's the godfather of American. I'm going to go back over here. Better. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Signal kind of gets a little wonky over there, huh?
Okay. Okay, well,
the fun of live streaming out in the open. It's just, yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Signals are just waving around, doing all sorts of different things, and you never know. I tried to do a live stream from the San Francisco Botanical Garden that was just the same way. I couldn't show anything nice. It was all beautiful to me right in front of my eyes, but but everything I tried to show, no matter what I was doing, I couldn't get the signal right, being all out in the open like that. So that's just kind of the way that goes a bit. Anyways, yeah.
Well, can you hear me now?
I can hear you there. Are you making your way to his thing, or are we walking away?
Okay. No, I was walking the other way. I wasn't going to keep this signal. Keep the signal long enough. But can you hear me well enough to tell the real short story?
Yeah, and I got those pictures too as well.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and run those pictures, those 4 pictures through, and I'll just tell real quickly.
Here's a real
he
quick
actually was a
picture.
serviceman until 1970.
Let me take this off real quick here, and we'll show his that's
it.
That's where you were going to anyways, right?
Yes, that's where I was going to. I actually found it. It's over here to my left, and he was a serviceman until 1973 when he passed away. His wife actually just passed away about 2 years ago, and which you can see there, Louise Ethel Collins, on my birthday 2 years ago. Anyway, he was a serviceman. While he was doing that, he started Sailor Jerry, and if you saw some of his artwork, in fact, there's one picture of some of his artwork in there that you can see, you would recognize his style. There he is in uniform, and then there's another one in there. There he is working on a tattoo, and one more, and it just shows some of his artwork on this last image. It's this style of artwork. He is the godfather. Of this.
Godfather of sailor art. Right. All those fantastic, cool tattoos you saw your your family members coming back from the Navy with, right? Right on. Well, I think you might be breaking up. I just say though too is that I was just mentioning earlier that my father actually when he served in the Navy, served there in Honolulu during his time. It was towards the end of the Vietnam War time, that sort of thing. So he was a wartime service member there in Honolulu, but that's where he was stationed. And he's, so I've heard many stories about different things there and everything. I will say one thing kind of going along with the tattoo artist that David's showing us there. I think he just dropped out on us there too. Just lost the signal. We'll try to catch up with him here if he pops back up in. But yeah, my dad being the Navy man and all of that sort of stuff, and all the Navy guys getting their tattoos. It was kind of like a rite of passage and all of that. Yeah, my dad never got a tattoo once ever. He always gave me a hard time about the couple that I gave, and I was like, I always gave him a hard time back because I was like, you're from the Navy. I can't believe that a Navy serviceman would give me a hard time about getting tattoos. All right, so right here, let's see. I see David one more time. Let's pop you back on here real quick here. There you go. Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. I got back to the top of the memorial right here under Lady Columbia. So anyway, that was my whole thing, and just wanted to share. I really enjoyed bringing the Bowtie Bunch along with all our adventures out here and the volcano and everything. I got someone special here that wants to say hello. If you all
out there aren't, oh, hi, how you doing, Mrs. Bowtie? She's there as well.
Yeah. So she's been waiting in the wings. Go ahead and say hello.
Wonderful. And so it sounds like you guys are having a great trip. And as I was just mentioning there too, if everybody's watching, you're in the chat or anything like that as well too, go over and check out Bowtie Life in the garden, his channel over there. He's been doing some pop-up live streams, and you can go check out some of the lives he's been doing. I did check out the one you did the other day when you were walking around the hotel and checking that out as well too. So that was really awesome. I love it when folks are able to go on some really cool vacations like that and take people along with you, and so we can kind of
I do too.
check it out as well too. So
Yeah.
right on. Oh yeah,
All
now you're
right.
coming in. Now you're coming in nice and clear just as we're finishing up, David. It's like perfect.
I'm back at a good spot. So
No,
I'm
it's
right at the
perfect.
top of the center of the stairs. Oh, I'm getting a little trying to be steer clear of people. So be
I
respectful.
will mention to you real quick
anyway. All right.
I will mention to you real quick here before I let you go. As you were off trying to get things figured out, I was mentioning about my dad serving there in Honolulu. He served during the Vietnam time.
I heard.
Yeah. But you showed the tattoo artist guy, and all Navy guys are known for tattoo art, right? My dad never got one tattoo and gave me a hard time about the couple I got. And I used to give him a hard time back about it. I was like, you were from the Navy. What are you talking about? Why didn't you should have tattoos. I don't know why you give me a hard time.
Well, I got a tattoo yesterday.
You got a tattoo yesterday? Uh-oh, he's breaking up. That's quite the mystery to break up on. I'm not seeing anything.
It's on the side of my head.
The side of your head? Oh, no, it's not coming in very well.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. No. What is this? David, what did you do?
Can you see my head?
I can kind of see it there. Yeah. What do we got?
It's a temporary.
Yeah. I bet. I was pretty sure of it. You silly guy.
We went to the last night on the same side of my head.
Right on.
With spearheads. So, anyway, that was kind of fun.
Excellent, David. Well, thanks so much for taking us on this trip to Hawaii and checking out these different sites. The reefs are so amazing and awesome. Loved the overlook onto the city. The skyline was just really cool. So really awesome of you to share with us today and come and join our community show and take us on your little trip there. And we'll be sure to go over and check out your channel as well too, so we can see some of the other sites and things that you're on as well.
Stay people. Appreciate you.
All right. Let's go ahead and we'll let him go. I think David's broken off. But man, how fantastic is that? A little bit, not that much. I mean, it's live streaming out in the open, but at the same time, little cool moments there to hang out with our good friend over in Hawaii. I mean, how amazing is that? All right. So we do got another guest here coming up here. Just one moment. I want to make sure everything's all set here. Taking a look. Okay. Yep. Perfect. Awesome. Excellent. So, all right, wait a minute. Which one do I go with here? We got two different ones. Let's go with this one right here. All right, it's our friend Katrina from Sew and Tear. You got two different camera angles here with us.
So I was out by the bunnies and it was something wasn't working, and so I was like, well, I'll get my laptop and my phone.
Okay, excellent.
If I turn it sideways, will it turn sideways?
There you go.
Yes.
Perfect. That's just what I was going to.
Okay. Awesome. Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a little while. How you doing? Great to catch up with you.
I'm doing great. I'm a little thankful that the whole atmospheric river thing missed us, but
yes,
man, Washington got hit.
I know. Did you see any of like the weather maps of just how kind of weird it was? How it did just kind of like avoided us completely, like went around and still kind of caught. I was like, wow, it's like, I mean, thankfully in a way, we didn't.
So I follow a channel called Pacific Northwest Weather Watch, and he actually does the weather for Alaska Air too. So, and he does all sorts of like more than just your weatherman gets, which is pretty cool. But yeah,
another guy we have locally here too does a similar one that I have as well too. Yeah,
let me know who that is.
Maybe Ryan Weather or something else. I'll have to look it up. Maybe I can let you know. Yeah. What is it? Okay, there we go.
So
yeah, so you got the bunnies there.
We have the bunnies. with the bunnies, and I can actually show you where the garden expansion is going to go if you want to see that
Why
too.
does it keep popping up?
Um,
Let's do this here.
yeah, so I'll show you baby bunnies. They are having a date today, but
Right.
you know, that's not G-rated. Unless you guys want to.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
but we have babies. I can't see what I'm looking at. So this is Rigatoni, and she has 3 babies.
Rigatoni, I love it.
Yep, my viewers named the rabbits. So the story is the 4 females that I have, the does that I have, their mom is tortellini and their dad is Parmesan. And they're from 2 separate litters. So these 2 are true sisters and those 2 are true sisters, but they're all same mom and dad, you know, not true sisters. There's from the same litter. So these 2 are from the same litter, and then there's 2 over here that are from the same litter. But yeah, so Rigatoni and her little babies. She has one over there with mom. And their nest box is going away because both of these ladies are going to be bred this weekend. And then over here is Ravioli. Hi, Ravioli girl. And her 6 babies. I don't know why they're all cuddled up except for one. You're the adventurer. Anyway, so I like to raise rabbits in a larger hutch, and what drops down underneath, woohoo, gold.
Yes, there you go.
For gardeners, that's gold. They're super productive in their gold digging abilities. And let me get out of baby. I'm gonna take one of your babies, Mama.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I know, baby. I know. Okay. Like
I don't want you to handle me.
I'm snuggly and warm. It's nap time.
Exactly.
So anyway, they are super. Oh my gosh, what is your guys' issue today?
They're like, they're like the camera. As soon as they get in front of the camera, they're like, whoa, camera shy. Wait a minute. I don't want to get in front of everybody.
Yeah. So, but they pile, and they'll do that outside the nest box too. In the daytime, they're all out running around. So I don't know why they're all in there. Hi, Mama. Usually you can't see yourself, huh? No. Are you sleepy? Anyway, so rabbits are a great part of the homestead here. I do raise them for meat, but if you don't have a reason to have meat, you can still raise them for their poo. And actually a really good way to do that is to find a rabbit, find someone who raises rabbits. Eventually they're going to get to the point where they don't have babies, or they don't have enough babies. And so they'll be retired. Now, for me, I find people to take the rabbits because I feel like they've done a good job with their life, and you know, then they have, you know, they still have value. A lot of people eat them, but I tend to, you know, have retirement home for them. So
yeah, rabbit retirement. There you go.
Yeah, and this is Percy. He's short for persimmon. His mommy's name is Pineapple, and his daddy's name is Charlie. So my viewers, I told them it had to be a fruit name.
Yes.
And he's the daddy to all the babies here. And we just got his hutch ready for the breeding. I'll be taking out that other mat. He's love bug. He's love bug. And so when you breed rabbits, you always take the female to the male, and otherwise she can get very territorial, and he's just happy to have a buddy. And I always take everything out of his space because I don't want anybody to like slip on something or get hurt or something. And so yeah, that's that. And Mr. Ringo has joined us. Hi.
Oh,
and Miss Mama Kitty's coming. These guys came with the house.
Came with the house. Awesome.
They came with the house, and they're the rodent control on the homestead.
Excellent.
This is, I guess, just show and tell. If you guys want to ask any questions, go ahead and ask. I can't see any questions because it's on the phone. But if there's any questions, let me know. This is Penne, and I just gave her and her sister. Oh my gosh, you made a mess, honey. This is risotto. I just gave them their nest boxes. You made a mess, lady. So, yeah, she made a mess. She's inside. She'll put it all back in. They're on day 27. That's when I put the nest boxes in, and they actually have their babies, which are called kits, on day 30 or 31. She has a pretty small tummy. But Penne has a very, very, you're going to have lots of babies, huh? Penne pets? Pets? Okay, I call Penne because that's what my members named her.
Yeah.
But Penne and Risotto, who's the one behind me, who just got out.
Yeah.
Hi, baby. They have a unique story. Their mom, Tortellini, had a stroke and died when in my hands. At that point, she had 2 babies. It was a 2-baby litter, which is very small, and they're both females. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to keep them.
Yeah.
Because I need to replace her. And that's kind of what you do sometimes on the homestead. Same thing when you're growing plants and seeds and stuff. When only one plant comes up and it's a puny one, of a variety, you're going to grow that one, right? Only one pepper comes up and it's tiny for a certain variety. You're like, well, I guess I'm choosing you.
That's the one. That's what I get.
But Miss Penne here, she is taking a bath. Okay. She was born with half a back foot. So that's
half of what? I'm sorry.
Just how she was born. And she was born. Sorry, I'm getting further away, aren't I? Half of a back foot.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So she was born with half of a back foot. And so she gets around just fine. But when I save breeders, I'm not going to save any of her litter, is what that means.
Right.
So, yeah.
Does she hop
anyway,
in one direction?
she has
if you're half of 1 foot, they hop a little bit more to that direction.
Oh, you mean go in circles? No, she does good. But yeah, I do have larger hutches than most people do.
Yeah.
Most people have their little tiny thing, and to me, I mean, I treat my breeders like pets. You just saw him come up for pets and stuff. Yeah. And I like to interact with my animals. I think they have a better experience too, I think. To have them have enough room. I mean, when you have these nest boxes in there, hi baby, when you have these nest boxes in there, it takes up quite a bit of space. Well, you have more babies out now, and most hutches or cages that people have are much smaller, and they don't have room to move around when there's a nest box in there. So when you figure they can have
yourself,
I did not build these myself, but this one's built okay. The other one's built pretty not okay. Mm-hmm. I hired someone to build them just because I was moving and I just needed something for them to be in.
Yeah.
And the guy didn't follow hardly any of my instructions.
Oh my.
But I would say the one that is built the best is this one right here. So this is Percy's. And the other thing to think about is the males spray. So they'll just get excited and everybody must smell like him. And so having the amount of space in between the ladies and the buck is a good idea. Otherwise he's going to spray him all day. But I like to have a sturdy base. This is built on top so that when, the flooring you're going to replace the flooring at some point. So building that with that in mind, don't staple it in and then put wood on top of it, because you're just going to cut it out and then have to do this angle thing, right? So doing the clips, but then also having wood or something supporting that is good. And I like to have a nice wide door so that I can fit in there. So I can reach, it's 3x4. Hi, baby. Hi. Yes, I know, petting time. But I can reach almost all the way over, or I can reach all the way over the corner if I need to. you know,
Yeah.
and to still provide them a good space. And that's good. This roof I would like to have been a little bit bigger, but in general, this is the best built of all of them. The door, having a big door, not just me getting in, but what I do, which is I think unique to me because I just made it up one day because I didn't have anybody to open doors. Is I use a carrier to bring them back and forth, to bring them the females to the male.
Okay.
And that fits in this door, so that he's going to think he's getting a date now. But if you open it up and
It'll
it fits
fit
in that
there.
door.
Okay.
Yeah, see, he's ready for his date. He knows what that means when his furniture comes out of his room.
Like, oh, wait a minute. Come on now.
Yeah. So.
Right on.
Yeah.
So, and these are different than your
Yeah.
setup where you do with the chickens too, right? Because you do a combo kind of setup as well, right?
Right. So I have 2 chickens right now. Rexy died, so I have 2 left, Overraptor and Smilo. And they are still living in this gigantic, I can show you guys, this gigantic coop. And this is a run for them, but the fencing sucks. So I need to redo the fencing. And when I was at my other place in California, their space was about the same as the space they're in now. So they really don't know any different. So they're fine, but this is super cute and you should watch it.
Oh gosh.
We have bucket bunnies. That's what I call them.
They're right.
It does mean
get right in with it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Jay's asking how much rabbit manure do you get? How much rabbit manure do you get?
So I'll show you that. I'm going around the chicken. Maybe we won't see the chickens because I'm starting to get like robot-y, I think. But let me zoom past there to the garden, and I'll show you what I put down over there.
Okay.
Zooming. Excuse me, kitties. Am I still with you?
Yeah. We're kind of hanging in there for sure.
Okay. Okay. I'm closer down to the house. So this is where the garden expansion is going to be. I had the water put in here. All this dirt there's cardboard underneath it. And then there's kind of dirt that was good dirt that I had to dig up something. And then I have beginnings of food forest plants just temporarily planted there, trees. But I'm going to expand the garden. I need to do some fencing. This was the garden that the house came with. And this is what I've done. I don't know how good the frame is on that, but so I've just dumped the manure there, and that much manure is, I want to say that's like half a year, not quite half a year's worth of manure. And what I'll do is that's breaking down,
just
and I have this just from the, that's just from the rabbits. Yeah, it's just from the rabbits. Yeah, they make a lot of manure, but the babies this year are out on the pasture, or last year, this year, whatever. This doesn't include when they're
we are breaking up a little bit there. I think we're losing you. A little frozen. Okay, yeah, looks like we might have froze up on that one there. We'll kind of give Katrina a minute there. If she pops back up, we'll get her on here. Like I said, it'd be a good time to also remind everybody, we've got maybe enough time if anybody else wants to jump in real quick here as we finish up our show here real soon. Let's see, I want to try to get in here. There we are. I'll put one more time. I'll put the link into the chat there one more time for you in case anybody else wants to jump in real quick before we finish up here today. We got room for maybe another guest or so, but all right, let's see. I think I got Katrina back here. Oh, wait, let's go. Here we go. Add to stage. There we go. All right, there you are.
All right. I was a little far. I need to get like an extender for my wireless or something.
I know.
Kind of in a little hollow here.
That's all right.
Yeah. Well, I was going to show you inside the garden where I made like garden bed mounds. They weren't really, I didn't do these structures, but I just did kind of rabbit poop. And then I did a raised bed mix on top of that. And as that rains in, you get some good stuff going on. And that will be really, really, really nutritive for plants next year or this coming year.
Oh yeah, primed
So-
and ready to go, huh?
I
And
know
that's
people
the
that
great thing
plant.
too, though. Is the cool thing about like rabbit manure though too. It's just one of those ones where you can just throw it right out there in the garden. You can just kind of just start tossing it out there and freely do it. Not have to worry about composting it like that. But when you give it a chance to really build up and get into the soil like that and doing that sort of thing, then you're gonna have some real awesome spaces for whatever you grow there next year.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's something for your viewers. Sure, a lot of people know it, but they don't think of it this way. There's
Right.
hot manure and there's cold manure, right? So
Yeah.
hot manure is the chicken manure and all of that we basically just think of chicken, but chicken, quail, most of your birds is hot manure, and it burns your plants. It doesn't actually physically burn them. It just looks like your plants are burnt because it's giving too much nitrogen. Now, why is that not true with cold manure, which is rabbits, alpacas, goats, sheep, those guys? It's because they pee. Chickens don't pee.
Oh, really?
So if you learn anything today, learn that birds don't pee.
Wow, that's right. I'd never thought about that before. They don't.
Everybody
do
knows
they?
it, but you never think about it. That's why, because the nitrogen is still
You
in.
don't ever. Yeah, I guess it's true. I've never thought about it, but it makes total sense. I guess I've
Absolutely.
never. Right?
That's what I find
Wow.
is that a lot of people, it. Once I say it, it's obvious, but a lot of people don't realize that. It's because when the rabbits pee, it goes into the ground and evaporates. It's all that into the ground. But when it's not in the manure, so you can take the manure, throw it on something, and it doesn't have that high nitrogen percentage.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I never thought about that about birds, though. That's so interesting.
It's so
Right.
obvious once you hear it, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So right on. How did so again, we're at the end of the year. This is our last community show of the year. How did 2025 treat you?
Really well. A lot of the stuff that has happened this year has been house related. I bought a house that was built in the 40s and was added onto in the 50s. So it had a lot of issues, needed a lot of work. And so most of it was that. Got the solar up. So I have solar. I don't know if you can see it. It's across the street over there. And so that is going, getting that figured out. And so that was really the main thing that I was focused on. And we're getting back into the rabbits. The rabbits were on the pasture this last year or this. So for rabbits, breeding starts in like fall, and then you take the summer off, like part of the summer off, because they don't breed in the heat. So that's what I'm saying this last year, but it was still this year, just last year, rabbit wise. Raised a lot of rabbits and on the pasture, and it was great. And I've identified some areas up the hill that I want to do a high tunnel. And I'm playing with figuring out what I can do with geothermal stuff. I would like to have a high tunnel or some sort of greenhouse or some sort of something up there that holds extra heat, and I can have raised quail in, because as you know, I when at my old place I had Coturnix quail, Japanese quail, and that would add extra heat. You keep it on deep litter, that would add extra heat because that's composting. And then also have some geothermal, some foresight in how it's set up originally to have extra heat. And I would love to plant things like curry leaf tree, which I had in California, and it's not going to live out here in the winter. Things like, carambella is a star fruit that would be great to plant. And it's, 1.5 or 2 zones away from here, right? I mean, it just needs protection and to not freeze. And so I plan on planting a lot of that kind of stuff in this structure, and it's gonna take a lot of research, which I work full time, so that's taking longer than expected. And I think what I need to do is,
man, it just gets in the way of everything, doesn't it?
I know. If I could just give me money and I'll be fine.
That's right. Exactly.
I can fill my time. Trust me.
Oh man, do I wish.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's been a lot of planning. So really good success on growing rabbits. I mean, all of my ladies had 10 kits at some point this year, which is the most these ladies have had. Between 6 and 9 is about average. So that was really cool. Getting the pasture organized or kind of in order is good. Learning the property and then just planning these things out. So like I said, I have some big plans for that. I don't know. I'm calling it a high tunnel now. It's probably not what it's going to end up being. And then just on the other side of the house here, I have plans to do a food forest. So that will incorporate a lot of stuff. If people don't know, my first 3 years of YouTube was in California, in urban. And if you want to see what you can do on an urban homestead, over 50 trees, 7,000 square foot lot. So I had over 50 fruit trees, rabbits for meat, quail for meat and eggs, 3 pet chickens that poop breakfast, and garden beds. And you can do that on a 7,000 square foot lot. You couldn't, if you give up sugar and bread and dairy. I mean, unless you want to milk your rabbits, I don't suggest trying it. But you can live off of a regular lot. I mean, how big is your lot, Enoch?
Oh, I've never really put it down to square feet before. That's a good idea. I should do that.
This was included. My 7,000 square feet was inclusive of the house, the garage, and all that stuff. So I don't know how much big my growing space was, but
I've got my patio, I've got the carport space, I've got a couple of alleyway spaces in the back. We run the alleyway along the side. I've got the rooftop. So I got to figure out and calculate what all of that would be combined in square footage. But we grow a pretty good amount of stuff for sure. And we're going to start incorporating the rabbits and the chickens, hopefully in this next season or so. So,
it's a great system. So my chickens will be underneath my rabbits. There's some stuff that needs to happen before I can hatch out chicks, and I'll have chicks. I don't want to put a time on it. I thought it was going to be by this time last year. Right,
exactly. That's the way I feel about all of ours as well too. We're kind of like on this whatever timeline works out best, and it's who knows what it is. It's a mystery.
So I've been asked by one of my viewers, multiple of my viewers, but one of them's pushing because she's planning things to go through what I think an ideal rabbit hutch would be. So I will be having a video about that soon, and it's going to be set for kind of the style that I did in California. Still is to have them way up off the ground so that you can get under and manage the manure, and chickens can go under and make you even better compost because. Manure is great. But when you have multi-species manure, you get so much more life in there. You increase everything. So I will be having a video, I don't know, next couple of weeks. I got to figure out when I'm doing it. That one I want to sit down and actually go through and say, okay, I don't want to miss anything.
Well, right on. Excellent. So look forward to that video. I think for sure we've got to link to Katrina's channel, Sow and Tear, so you all can check out and get a look at all of these things growing on over there on her budding homestead. It's building up, coming together. Things are happening, and it's really exciting to see all of that come together for you. So everybody go and check out the link in the chat there. And again, like I said, everybody, I'll try to get some links put into the description as well for our different channels for all of you who are watching our replay, if you're watching the replay right now as well too. So again, awesome to see you again. Thanks for jumping on and hanging out with us here today. I mean, just really great.
It's awesome. I've meant to come on here before, and then I get distracted because guess what? We don't have daylight right now.
I know it's again. It's that time of year. I mean, it gets. I don't know. I mean, the loss of daylight is just too much. It's dark
Yep.
before you know it, and I'm like, oh man, it feels like it's later. It just throws everything
Mhm.
off.
Yeah. But I have a live chat every Monday night, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So if people have questions, pop on there and we have a good time. So
Excellent. Right on. That's
yeah.
awesome. And again, thank you so much for taking your time to jump on with us here and be a part of our community show. I will mention to everybody else before I let Katrina go. I mean, Katrina, this is easy. I mean, you can hop on here, you click a link, and you can come hang out, and it's no big deal, right? Come show what you got growing on, talk a little bit, right?
Yep.
We got room for one more. I mean, I don't have anybody in yet, but if you want to and you're thinking about it in this last moment, this is the last chance of 2025 to get on. So right on again. Thanks again for being here with me, Katrina, and I look forward to seeing you and the progress of the homestead in 2026. Can you believe it's 2026 coming up already? I can't believe
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Unbelievable. But right on. We'll look forward to seeing you again in 2026.
All right. Thank you, Nick.
You got it. All right, everybody. Again, like I said, I think let me get up in here. I know I put a link here just a little. Yeah, there's a link right up there. Just go back just a little bit in the chat there. Somebody click that link real quick. I want to see one more person. I don't have anybody else yet. I'm just hanging out here. Of course, we know we got one more person to actually talk to before we finish up the show. I don't want to have to finish up the show too early, right? I mean, we don't have to finish up the show early, do we? I know we ran a long one last Sunday. Maybe we'll make up for it today, right? But again, I know we got a few people in here. Everybody's getting all quiet all of a sudden too. I see in the chat as well. Everybody's getting all quiet. I'm putting you on the spot. Grab that link there real quick. In fact, here, I'm going to do it one more time, just in case it got too far back there. I'll pop up one more time into the chat there. Excellent. And there you go. Other than that, what else we got going on? What do you got going on? What's happening? I mean, this is a great opportunity, like I said, to finish up the year, jump on the show with us here, finish up the conversation with us here, the community on our community show for 2025. Like I was saying to Katrina, I can't believe that it's already the last couple of weeks, and it's going to be 26 here in just a couple of weeks. I mean, I can't believe we're already at the holiday break, everything. Okay, wait a minute. All right, here we go. I think we got somebody in here. Let's give this one moment here. Okay, make sure I got that all set up. Keep an eye out for that real quick. And then I see one more person. So right on. Excellent. We got one more person in the back here that we can talk to. But yeah, like I say, I just can't believe it's, I mean, again, catalogs are showing up in the mail already. We're making plans for next year's garden already. It feels like I was just getting this year started. And as I mentioned to people everybody last week, you know, I've been kind of going through and looking at the list of guests and all that sort of stuff for this last year, and it's just really blown me away. Like, wow, I mean, we've done all these great, amazing shows. We've had all these just really just awesome guests this year, and I just can't believe that it's already, I mean, we've gone through this year already. We put on a lot of shows throughout a year too, for it to go by so fast. All right, let's get on here. We got one last guest here. Thank you, everybody, for coming and joining with us and at least hanging out with us anyway as well. We got a couple of we've got new faces there on our community show today, and a couple of familiar faces as well. But again, thank you, everybody, for being here. We got one more person to talk to, brave enough to jump on to be basically our last community guest of the year. Let's see here. Let's pop this on, make sure I got this. Here we go. Boom. There we are.
Hi, everybody.
Known as Dusty Flats in the conversation on the show with us live. How about this? Wonderful.
This is strange. I don't know what any of the buttons mean on here, so I'm not a video taker at all, and I don't have a channel. But I
But
thought,
look at you, and this is what I'm
because-
saying. But brave enough to get on there, grab a hold of it, and do it anyways. I love it.
because we've been hearing from somebody with no sleeves, and all that
Oh, no.
warmth and sunshine. I'm going to
Right.
just step out on my patio to
Oh my
cool
God, here
you
we go.
guys off.
Cool us down a little bit. Oh,
There you
look at
go.
that snow. Look at all that white stuff. Oh my. How cold is it out there?
Well, it's feeling -3 right now,
Negative
and I
3.
think we have 7 above.
Oh wow.
But that over there, I can't see what you're looking at.
You
Okay,
see,
that's
like,
our
a
garden
shed,
shed
look-
we built for like
Yeah.
$5 from scrap.
$5
reclaimed
garden
lumber.
shed. All right.
Yeah, we used to be in construction, so we had some leftover pieces, and then our expanded lean-to greenhouse, which is still in construction. So yeah, everything's blanketed with snow, which I'm very happy about because we haven't had winter here for about 3 years. It's been rain. I mean, rain at
Yeah.
Christmas. I'm outside planting.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not normal. I mean, this is sort of abnormal for us because
Snow is normal, but being just wet and no snow isn't, huh?
well, this severe cold this early, we usually wouldn't get this till the end of December, beginning of January.
Mhm.
They were calling for even lower temps, but we were lucky to stay 1 above. So
Yeah.
that was pretty good. I don't know about tonight though. But we had about 10 inches of snow last weekend. And then we're
Wow.
going to have this crazy warm up again Wednesday, which I'm not delighted about because if that brings rain, we're looking at a mix and then 5 to 6 inches of rain or snow, they said. So
Oh.
I'm South Central Wisconsin.
Okay. Okay.
So
Well, right
yeah,
on.
it's
Yeah.
it's been. I'd take you over and show you our Rootaloo, but I probably would lose reception. But we
know,
built it
that's
about
the-
a foot in the ground, and we have these. Well, you probably can't see them. They're over there in the snow somewhere. Reclaimed like 4-inch insulated panels. They build large refrigerators out of, and we
Okay.
cut them up and made a Rootaloo, we call it. And we've been keeping that warm with a brooder lamp. So
Okay.
it's generally will hold its temperature, but with these temps, we have to sort of help it along. So we just have it on a switch and babysit it a bit. It's the only way I can
Yeah.
keep my bulbs and stuff. I really don't have a cold room like I used to. We've had numerous
Yeah.
houses, but nothing like this one. This one doesn't have the room. So
Yeah.
oh, there's
So-
my other half. Come on and join in and say hi to Enoch, the all right guy. Come on, you get
He's
a big
like, no,
kick
no,
out of
no,
that.
no, no. How brave and awesome. So wonderful. Look at that. There you
Was ist
are.
los?
And my
There
name
we
is
go.
Chris. This is Ivan.
Ja,
Ivan,
was ist
nice
los?
to meet you.
Keine. Ja.
Yeah.
I was going to say the Rootaloo
Nice and
is down
chilly
to
out
40
there
de-
for you, huh?
Pardon?
Nice and chilly out there for you, huh?
Oh, yeah. This is what we call brisk.
Brisk.
You know, we're looking at -30 wind chills tonight.
Oh,
So
wow.
you better have your
Wow.
long johns on.
Yeah, yeah. Keep it warm. Keep that fire going, right?
Right here.
Yeah,
There you
the
go. Oh
fire.
yeah, yeah. Cuddle up, cuddle up. There you go. That's the other
This
thing,
is the
right.
fire.
I
There
was
you
saying
go.
all these people that are in these warm climates, and they said they need to cool off a little bit.
I know. We got our
Wow,
other
yeah.
friend from Hawaii out there. He's out in Hawaii right now, showing us around there. So yeah, it's great
Yeah.
to see your snow and all of that as well. I mean, it's getting a little cold around here. I don't think I'm not sure. We still wonder, like you're saying, about whether or not we're going to see snow. We used to get snow here every winter. It would be around for weeks, and it was pretty consistent. But last several years, we've gotten maybe a few little bits of it, and it's gone, and we haven't seen much of any. So I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe
it's
maybe
been a
we'll
sad
see it.
thing. I lost some plants last year because we had the cold, but our snow
Mm.
went to Texas. He's got family in
Yeah.
Texas, and I'm like,
Well, we could FedEx you some snow, but all their jets
Right.
are down, and so
Yeah.
probably wouldn't get it
We
until
do a little sharing. You're happy
April.
to share. Happy to share, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. We gladly. Right?
Yeah, I think FedEx is suffering some problems just like UPS recently here. So took a
Right.
while for us to get our seeds. I thought they'd be sprouted by the time we got them.
I'm
Oh,
going to
yeah,
go out
yeah.
to the Rootaloo.
You're going to go to
No,
the
good.
Rootaloo?
I'm going to I got a bale of straw and stuff. I didn't know if I should, whatever. Yeah. But it's 40
Yeah, well,
degrees
there
in
you
there right now, which is good.
So we have another
Okay,
garden
good.
on the other side of the house, the north garden. That's a half orchard and mostly in
Okay.
ground where we put potatoes and corn. And
Oh, right
we
on.
have a narrow acreage here, but we have about 3 acres. So, but
Oh, amazing.
yeah, those oak trees and cedars you see around here, they really zap the water out of
Nice
this
to meet
ground.
Oh,
you.
it's so nice to see you. Thanks for hopping
Yeah.
on with us.
Stay well, my friend.
You betcha. Absolutely.
Okay, and I think
Right
I'm gonna
on.
head back in.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's just a little chilly outside.
Britt.
Like Jim says here, I agree with this here. Best place for snow is on Christmas cards.
Oh, I love the snow. It's nice.
Yeah. I spent time when I was in high school for a few years living in Alaska. So I'm very familiar with what it's like to be under just a massive blanket of freezing snow for a good part of the
My
year.
glass is
So-
all steamed up, so I can't see very much.
Oh.
Well, snow is important around here agricultural wise because it moisturizes the soil gradually and slowly in the spring, you know,
Yeah.
and it absorbs a lot better than just having a runoff or so it's pretty important for
Snow does play a really important part. I mean, that's why, when we live in places and we're not seeing it like we should be, it is kind of concerning because it does matter.
yes.
Yeah,
That's true.
I'm real
Absolutely.
happy we have snow. I just don't think I'd like the cold. I like the cold a little bit later in January. That's why our winters get long.
We need
Yeah.
And people like you who keep us entertained as armchair
Yeah.
travelers.
Oh, perfect. That's wonderful. I love it. And it's great again too to see you in the chat every week. And so like someone said earlier, it's great to put a face to the name that we see in the conversation
Well, that's
with
what
us
I
each and
thought.
every weekend.
Oh,
So
well,
that's
we'll get on
awesome.
there and say hi.
That's
Well, I
perfect.
agree.
And like I said, what a great, awesome gift too for all of us in our community. Again, to be able to, again, see, that's what makes this show and doing this sort of thing so much fun. Like the old, like I say, I like that old call-in radio show type of thing, except for it's with video so we can see each other's faces. And then we've got a
Right.
great, we got a great community here of people who are here every week, hanging out together with each other, getting to talk with all these awesome people we get to talk to on this show. So these shows, these community shows are just really so amazing to be able to, just really get familiar
Well, this
with
is really
all of our
unique because not a lot of
community really
channels
is.
will. Yeah, not a lot of channels
Yeah.
do this, so that's really unique.
Yeah,
think
and that's
it's
what we
pretty
really
cool.
strive to do around here is to be unique, is to be
Yeah.
different than what you see in different channels and all that sort of stuff, to give you just a little bit of a different perspective on what our community is all about.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
Enoch, it was fun.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too. And we're going to have to talk you into jumping back on when we get back into 26 sometime and we can see what those amazing, awesome garden spaces look like that are all up underneath of that snow right now. So,
Right,
yeah, we'll
when
look
I'm a
forward,
little
we'll
more
look forward to that in
organized.
26. Yeah,
Have
yeah.
something to show you then. All right,
Yeah, yeah.
thanks a lot. Bye now.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being with us today. Right on. Dusty Flats jumping in on the show at the end there. How wonderful. How awesome. Excellent. Okay, so again, there we go. We got to get some really great faces, some new faces as well. Like I said, how awesome is that to get new faces of folks that we get to see in our chat? That's what makes this show so wonderful, is this community that we have. And I talk about this all the time. I'm going to get into it with our final guest of the day here as well here in just one moment as well. But I do got to do one thing before we go and before we get on to our final guest of the day. We're going to take one quick 1-minute break here. We're going to give a little bit of an acknowledgement to our show sponsor. We definitely got to say, give a little word for them real quick, and then we'll be right back, and we'll get to finishing this show up.
Hi, my name is Charles Malky, biologist and plant expert with Ivory Organics, where we grow cool plants and author Saving the World with the Home Garden. Ivy Organic 3-in-1 Plant Guard has 7 natural oils that protect your plants, not just from the summer heat as well as winter cold, but also protects your plants from damaging insects and rodents. The oils in the product include castor, cinnamon, clove, garlic, peppermint, rosemary, and spearmint. These oils are natural insect and rodent repellent oils, which are encapsulated by the base powder, offering your plants months of protection at a time. 1 application per year will suffice for protection against damaging summer sunburn and winter sun scald, but if the target is pests, application as much as 2 to 3 times a year may be necessary.
All right. Excellent. And again, thank you to Ivy Organic for being our show sponsor and all of that. Where did I put? There it is. Let's put that up there real quick. Use our promo code GROW10, GROW10 at ivyorganics.com. Go get some of their 3-in-1 plant guard. I'm telling you, you want some of that in your garden shed for 2026. And again, it's the gift giving time of year as well too. Maybe you know a gardener or someone who could use some, who's got some lots of trees and fruiting trees and all that sort of stuff. Get them a little container of 3-in-1 plant guard as well. Go get a discount is with our promo code GROW10 in their shop there too. So again, thank you everybody for being here. Awesome. Again, what a great show today. All of these awesome, amazing friends of ours in our community coming to hang out with us and talk with us and share with us. We've been to Hawaii, we've been to Wisconsin, we've been over into the UK. We're about to go head up into Canada. We've been all around the world today, and that's what's so awesome about this community is we've got just such a great worldwide gardening community as well too here. So right on. So one of the things we like to do here as we're finishing up each of our community shows is to spend a few moments with someone who's really familiar in our community, and even more so familiar now that this person's gotten to be host of the Let's Get Growing show a few different times. So it's about time we spend a minute or two with our good friend, facilitator of the Let's Get Growing show, the J-Bot. All right. Here we are, joining us, our facilitator from the show in costume, as we would expect, Jay Dixon. Let's Get Growing facilitator. How you doing?
Hey, everybody.
What do we got here today? This is
a very strange costume. I'm supposed to be a seagull.
Okay. I was going to say bird of some sort.
Yes. This is the outfit that I was wearing for 5 hours this morning as I went out to the public paths and shoveled snow.
Oh, right.
As a seagull.
As a seagull. This was the shoveling snow.
Because that's what one does.
That's what one does. I mean, you were on it. You explained this kind of to us before. Real quickly, though, you get out and you shovel snow in the neighborhood, not just your own snow, but for other folks as well too. And you get out in these great costumes that everybody in the neighborhood can enjoy watching you take on this laborious good deed for your neighborhood.
Well, one of the themes that I frequently repeat, and I'm a chatty person, so there's frequent repetition in numerous things, but when I explain kind of like what I do, I like to view myself as equal parts practical and silly. And I try to measure out how much of each, but by going out on most, I'd say at least 5 days a week, sometimes more, going out to the public paths, the public buildings, clearing the snow because I'm in a Nordic country, making it so it's safer and nicer for people to be able to get to events. That's a practical thing. Slip and fall injuries are a problem with seniors. I want people to be able to attend. We have darts and cards and craft nights and just all kinds of stuff here, pub nights, all kinds of things. And I like people to be able to know that it's clear so that they don't hesitate to go to these things. And we had a fair bit of snow last night. Not a storm, but an accumulation that in the drifts as the wind goes off Lake Huron, it drifted basically knee high. I'm not a tall person, but so my
snow
knee
drifts, huh? Wow.
Yeah, and I had everything perfectly clear yesterday. I mean, wonderfully clear. And then just those accumulation in winds caused in the drifted sections for it to be knee high from zero. And so I go out for 3.5, 4 hours, sometimes 5. There's a chance that after this live, I may go out again and clear some more. But to be honest with you, I'm kind of aging, and the 5 hours I did today was sufficient, whether there's more to shovel or not.
Right. Sufficient for your bones anyways, right?
Correct. And then this, which admittedly is one of the stranger costumes that I have, but there are a few strange ones. It's practical, and even though it seems ridiculous, it basically behaves kind of like a snowmobile suit. So I wear
with those wings, you'd be catching some wind though too, right?
Correct. It was a bit too windy. I was gusting a little bit today.
Got to fly off yourself, huh?
Correct. Yes. The short thing is that essentially I'm dressing like I'm doing winter sports, like you might do cross-country skiing, for example. So the quality of the long underwear that I wear, the layers of it, this on the outside and stuff, works superficially as a kind of a sport type clothing to kind of keep the snow out of my boots. If I get wet by the snow or perspiration, this actually works well to dry quickly because you don't want to be wet when you're out that long. I was out long enough that I actually was having a few nose issues, so that next time I go out, I may have to wear a full balaclava, what people think of as what bank robbers wear. Well, I'm not robbing a bank. I'm out helping the public. And today, the staff, it's a combination effort of me and the staff in the village. And the staff seemed a little, how do I put this? They needed help. I'll put it that way. They needed help. So there was what I do with just 2 basic snow shovels, a pusher and a scooper. That's the hint to some of you who have not lived in Nordic countries. The minimum you want is very strong snow shovels, 2 of them, relatively lightweight but strong. One that pushes, because you don't want to lift snow unless you have to. Push it to your destination. And a scooper for when you don't have a choice, but you have to lift to kind of get it to where it needs to go. So, someone is saying here, Katrina's saying, I thought it was a starfish. It's a beak. Yes, it's a little bit of a challenging costume in terms of what is it. But there we go. You can kind of see my head. Because these are onesies, adult onesies. They, it's a hood. And so the ability to get perfect picture of what it is.
The wings help when you get the full body look though, right?
When I'm out, especially when I'm gesturing like, hey, you want to go over there, and then they're like, okay, we get it now with the wings and stuff. So I guess the thing is that I'm the kind of person that is trying to do good in the community, a little bit of a do-gooder helper kind of person. I have a lot of empathy for people having a bit of a tough time, and tried, if it's within my means to do something about it, I feel strongly about stepping up, because you don't know who's having a especially difficult time in life. And I've had people say things to me like, you're the only funny thing that's happened to me this week, when I'm on like this.
Right.
So in our barren
somebody's day, then
correct. So sometimes
accomplished.
In a barren scape of 50-kilometer-an-hour winds, that's about 30 miles an hour, which is not our highest, but that's what's happening right now, is someone's kind of out there, and then they look out and they go, what did I just see? And then they're busting a gut laughing. And some people have said, you're the only laugh I've had this day or this week or whatever. So I figure it's a combination of being practical helper, out shoveling, because a lot of snow, want people to be able to walk their dogs, meet their friends, go to cards, go to craft nights, Go
Yeah.
to pub night if that's their thing. That one, I threw that one in there for Rob's allotment. He doesn't mind a pub night here and there.
Right. Exactly.
But the thing is, people want to get out and do these things. And the way things run here is I live in a tiny home village where we are kind of like run by an HOA, but we all cooperatively own everything. And every cost that we pass along, every cost that we incur means higher membership dues. So by people like me going out and volunteering, it means that, let's say I did 5 hours today, that means a staff that they didn't have to additionally hire to raise the dues for everyone. And some of the people here are on a fixed income for one reason or another. And I want them to be able to comfortably live on here. And I don't take hours away from any paid staff, but I do the kind of extra gift things that the staff can't do with their allotted budget of hours and people. But wouldn't it be nice if it was cleaner and better than it is? And that's where I fit in, is I come along on the margins and go, hey guys, not trying to step on toes, just going to kind of help out. And they love it. They absolutely love it because it makes them look better at their job, right? Because it looks so tidy and nice, no reason to ever complain. But I'm doing it as an extra. Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, and I'm sure they all really enjoy the extra effort that you put into your local community there right around you. But we also do enjoy the extra effort you put into your gardening community here as well too. Not just us here on the Let's Get Growing show and the Urban Gardener channel, but other channels as well too. Folks are familiar with seeing you around in other live streams in our gardening community. So again, outdoing good work all the time, Jay. And again, too, one more last time here before we finish up too, again, thanks for jumping into the hot seat the last couple of weeks and hosting our shows the last couple weeks before last week anyways. Yes. But that was really great of you. And again, thanks for doing that. I'm sure everybody enjoyed those shows too.
I'm going to apologize for the amount of my apologies. I'm Canadian. We are known for that. I was rewatching the shows with the effort to try to improve from show to show because, to be honest with you, I am not a content creator. So doing that from scratch was a little challenging for me. But everybody was very patient with me. But I noticed the amount of apologies per hour were excessive. And so I'm apologizing for that because I'm Canadian.
Right. Apologize for apologizing.
Too many apologies. So there is that. And I just want to throw in one more thing regarding a couple quick things about that. One is, and Enoch will be doing the later shows shortly, what shows will be coming up. And tomorrow will be Gardener Scott. And Gardener Scott is actually the channel that I started doing the facilitation with. And I also help a few others. And I really enjoy doing that. And back to me and my wacky costumes. Every year I go out next week and I go out as Christmas Kitty, and I will try to provide a picture. It's a full body uniform that's like with a very cartoonish fun head. And I go out as Christmas Kitty and collect for the food bank for my area with some other people here in the community. And we usually collect enough to stuff, and I mean stuff. I mean, probably stuff to an illegally dangerous manner. 2 vans full of food that we collect in our very tiny village to go to the food bank, so that the people who are at our local tiny village food bank will have a happier Christmas. So that's one thing we do. So we go out in whatever is the conditions, we're out and we collect food, usually from people's steps or whatever, or they have a little box that they arrange it to be in. And we go, and I usually go out as Christmas Kitty, who has a very fun cartoonish type head.
That's awesome. That's really great. I mean, again, take it out. We need to get doing more. We got to get doing more if we're going to keep up with what Jay's doing out there and helping our community. But that's just, again, really awesome of you to be doing those sort of things and putting those sort of stuff together. I mean, that's what really makes a great community, is folks who are willing to put the time and effort together to do those sort of things.
Well, I'm just going to say a quick sentence about that is we may be in for fairly difficult times, okay, wherever we are and those around us. And if we can just please think about what we have to give to try to help lift someone who's having a difficult time. Maybe money is not a possible thing for you now. Maybe it's doing things like visiting some of these channels that I gave links to. Maybe it's to giving a like and share for Enoch's channel. Maybe it's subscribing for the channels that you have not. You will not believe how much that helps people in the gardening community feel like somebody sees and notices them and their efforts are worth it.
Yeah.
It is really important. So I know I'm veering off the gardening content right now, but right now it's at knee-high snow here in Canada. So although I still do have cold weather stuff in the garden that I'm going to probably rescue out this week because they can take some frosts, the stuff that are in there, but it can take a few frosts, not an entire winter necessarily. It's a time when seeing other people in what's going on with them and having some empathy for them is a very vital human thing to do. And I really would like people to just take a moment and look out and see another person and say, is there something I could do about that? And you'd be surprised, so much of it, you don't have to do very much to lift that person who's having a difficult time.
Yeah.
We're not asking you to solve everything for everyone. We're not asking you to empty your wallet or anything like that. I'm just saying sometimes just seeing someone and recognizing the humanity in them and actually seeing them for a moment sometimes is enough so they feel like they can go on.
Yep. That's right. Perfect. Great words for us to finish up with today. Again, what an awesome, community show. We're finishing up today. Just another great example of what this show is all about in building community through gardening, as we say at the top of the screen there, so everybody can see. That's exactly what we're about: building community, bringing people together throughout this wide, expansive gardening community from all around the world, as we had a great examples of today right here on our community show. Thanks again for helping us finish it all up, Jay. It's great to kind of wrap up this show with you. We do have just a couple more shows left to go, and I'm sure we'll probably be seeing your face a little bit next week as well too.
Great. Glad to see you all here today, and thanks for the brave people who stepped up, and for those of you in the audience who haven't stepped up yet, but you're still thinking about it. So the next time we announce a community show, you're going to be right in there.
That's right. That's right. Awesome. Awesome. All right. We'll see you in a minute.
Okay. Bye.
Excellent. 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 Like I said, there we go. What another great, amazing community show. And I know we're running another few minutes over, but it's all right. I'm not too worried about it as we're finishing up the year right now. But again, thank you everybody for being here with us today. I mean, I really appreciate all of you jumping on. Those of you who did jump on, I'm going to put this on here real quick here. And this is for those of you who were on with us today: Muddy Puddles, Dusty Flats. We had some Bowtie David there, Sow and Tear. You folks also, if you want, you got that link there. You can continue to use that link after we finish up the show. You can get into our studio here again and have a little bit of the after show chat if you want to. Anybody who appears on a community show gets to hang out with us just for a few minutes after the show is over. So use that link once again to jump back into our studio, as we call it, in the backstage, and and we can get you on here after our credits are finished up. So I'll mention that one more time here in just 1 minute, but real quickly, let's run through this so we can finish this show up. As I mentioned too, a few weeks ago, Jay was doing a couple of shows for us. She took over the show. She was the host. She ran it. It was the Let's Get Growing show with Jay Dixon a couple of weeks ago, and you want to go back and check out those, full of just really great information. Jay packs in a great, informative, educational show when she puts together a Let's Get Growing show. So she did a 2025 garden wrap-up and tackled some vegetable gardening myths in that first weekend, and then came back the next weekend with guests. This time she did a soil care before winter arrives featuring Adam Burley, and then on the Sunday show she had Robin Gardens with her doing small space gardening hacks. So you want to go back and check out those few shows that Jay took over the hot seat and hosted for us and did a really amazing job. You want to go back and check out last Sunday as well too, as this was our last monthly gardening book club for 2025, and we did a book review. We went through and talked about and reviewed all of our books. There's a picture of them there. Those are all of the books that we reviewed on our book club, and had all of those just amazing authors on with us right here on the show to talk about all of those really great books there. So we did a great book review last Sunday. You want to go back and check that out. And remember, you want to come back here again too tomorrow, as we'll have our Sunday edition of the show with our good friend Scott Wilson of the Gardener Scott channel, coming here to do his Ask Gardener Scott on the second Sunday of the month here on the Let's Get Growing show, where he answers all of your gardening questions. I'm sure you got some winter gardening questions, some, whatever you might have. Definitely join with us tomorrow. Come and join in on that conversation, our final Ask Gardener Scott of 2025. And then we'll be back here next Saturday for our penultimate, that's why I love that word right now, but our penultimate Let's Get Growing show of the year. This will be the Saturday show. We're going to look back on 2025 with some really great guests, our contributors here on the Let's Get Growing show. We'll see Bowtie David again, Paul from Guten Gardening joining with us. We're going to have Charles from our sponsor, Ivy Organics, jumping in with us, and we'll have our special guest coming back to tell us all about how things have been going since she left her shop and the show, the Sarah Seed Shop. We'll have Sarah Hood Siebel with us. She's newly married. We'll catch up with her as our special guest next Saturday. And then on Sunday, our final show of the year, we're going to talk all about 2026. We've got some special announcements and some special guests for all of you as well to go along with those special announcements. So you won't want to miss out on our Sunday edition of the show next week. I mean, it's going to be really, really great. I can't wait to talk with all of these really great guests and to let you all know about some of these new things coming up in 2026. Not too excited about really finishing up the year. I mean, the year went by way too fast, but I am really, really excited about getting 2026 going. We'll be back January 17th after a 3-week break here. I will put up the shows, so there will be a chat just like we see normally on days that we're not here. You never know. I might pop in and say hi. We might have the J-Bot pop in and say hi on some of those weeks. We don't know. You just got to come and find out and check out during our normal show time and see what's going on during those times. But we will be back with regular shows for 2026, January 17th. So right on. Excellent. So again, thank you all so much for being here today. Real quick before you head out, let's go ahead and click that like button here. If you didn't get a chance to yet, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of all of our upcoming videos and live streams. Share with all your friends. Let them know about the Let's Get Growing show here on the Urban Gardener channel, here every Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. for those of you over in the UK. And again, really early at times, 4 or 5 a.m., something like that for our friends in Australia as well too. But thanks, Rick, for getting up early and coming and hanging out with us and all of our other Australian friends as well too. And like I said, I will work on getting links down for all of you replay watchers into our description for our different channels that we had on the show with us. So definitely get down below, go and check out all of those great folks who shared with us today and jumped on. Muddy Puddles Farm is going to have some cool stuff coming up in 2026, trying to grow everything that she's going to have for herself out of her space or her community. We talked a little bit about that earlier. That's going to be fun to follow along with. And as well too, Sow and Tear. Go and check out Katrina's channel, Sow and Tear. She does lots of great things over there on her homestead as well too. So there we are, everybody. What a way to finish up the show. Great to have you here one last time. For all of you folks who did and were on the show, Dusty Flats, David, I don't know. I think he might be doing something there. He's over in Hawaii having fun. And Muddy Puddles Farm, if you're still around, grab a hold of that link there. Drop in for our after show chat if you want. And I will see all of you for our last, or no, I'm getting ahead of myself. We still have a Sunday edition tomorrow. So I'll see all of you to hang out with Gardner Scott tomorrow first. So definitely come and join with us tomorrow. We'll see you then.
All right, they're gonna run. See you on the flippy flops.